Okay, so keep relax your body and be comfortable with your posture. And focus your mind to this bell sound and follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So, dear Dhamma friends, your right palm on your left. Keep relax your body, neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. And let your whole body weight go down. And scan head to toes 3 times yourself and say Supateva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. And take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also, think for a moment, this is the last moment you're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. So in the beginning, bring your attention to your body. Observe head to toes. And focus your mind to your lower part of the body. And recognize any sensation, feelings, tightness, heaviness. Just get a mental note. Don't try to make any comments or don't try to interfere with it. Don't try to change anything. Just recognize. And bring your attention to the lower back. See, is there any feeling, sensation, tightness, heaviness? Don't divide it to pleasant or unpleasant. Just recognize. And your upper back and shoulders. Bring the same awareness to your arms, elbow, forearms, palms, fingers, fingertips. And your abdominal area. And your chest. Bring your attention to your neck and head and find any sensation, feelings. And observe head to toes and find one place wherever you feel more heavily, strong sensation or feeling, one place, and bring your fully attention to that place and observe that. Just recognize the sensation or the feeling, observe it. Don't interfere with it, just observe and recognize the very nature of that feeling or the sensation or the pain. Again, observe head to toes. Find another place wherever you feel more, feel sensation or the pain. Observe one more time, head to toes. Finding a place wherever you feel any pain, sensation, observe it. Bring your attention to in front of your nose and your upper lip area. Deeply and gently breathe in, breathe out 3 times. And follow the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. Don't interfere with inhalation, exhalation. Just allow it to happen itself. And when it happens, recognize the change of the feelings. Do nothing extra. And don't bring your past experience. And moment by moment, take each and every feeling or the sensation as separate. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again. Bring your attention to the change and stay with the change. Bring your attention to your body. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through your compound, village, city, state, country, world, universe, and as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one, out of anger or ill will, wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Visualize yourself and send it as a light forward to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side, downward and upward, to all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun. Spread the light, spread the energy without any judgment, without any resistance, without any limitation. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So dear Dhamma friends, when we practice meditation like this, and as a benefit of this meditation, it helps you to change your attitude regarding your life. Because in day to day, with this ordinary life, we have built up certain kind of attitude. The way you think about the situations, the way you think about yourself, the way you think about others. So finally it becomes your self-view. And that self-view is become your attitude. When you practice this kind of meditation, it slowly allows you to go a little bit deeper to your experience. Because your experience in day-to-day life mostly related with the feelings and emotions and ideas. Those are the mainly we deal with: ideas, emotions, and feelings. But before the feelings happens, you divide that feelings to three categories: pleasant feelings, unpleasant feelings, neutral feelings. And that divisions come as a result of ideas. So in day-to-day life, we mostly go with the feelings. Mainly life is based with three kind of things: feelings, ideas, emotions. So the feelings has three categories: good feelings, pleasant feelings, unpleasant feelings, or the bad or the neutral. That divisions happen, you divide that feelings using the ideas. And now when you go with the good feelings again and again, when you go with the unpleasant feelings or the bad feelings, you have the resistance again and again, and the neutral feelings, and the flow happen in between this and again. So that current is called emotions. See, now you can see the relationship in between this all the three things: ideas, feelings, emotions. In conventional life, that is the mainly our life depends on. There's nothing else. If you look very carefully, there's nothing in your life. So when you have the attitude, that's mean when you have the kind of like a way to deal with this all the three things again and again and again and again, there is a behavior arise in you, pattern. So that is your attitude. So the very important thing is then, if you able to change your attitude, if you able to change the ideas regarding the life, it will help you to when the feelings arise, because in the deeper level you cannot change the feelings. only thing you can change the idea about the feelings. And so when the feelings happens, if you able to see it in a different way, or if you able to see the idea, change the idea regarding that feelings, and then little by little your emotions, the current, your reaction level, the energy in motion going to change. Change mean it's not going to do anything, but the way you're going to get it, or the way you're going to accept it, going to be changed. Otherwise it always going to happen the same way. That mean you start to you have unpleasant feeling, and that mean that then today you decide, oh, that I going to anymore not take it as unpleasant. And then you start to try to deal with that. That way it doesn't work. Then what will happen? The resistance happen, and you try to hold it. Maybe sometimes it blow out. And it kind of like then it become a stronger than the atomic bomb, destroy everything. So when it come to change the ideas, the very first thing, you should not change your ideas because of the fear, and because of the failure, because of you cannot do it. So like that you should not change the ideas because of that. That's why you have to get into and see what this is and recognize the very nature of it. And that is where the Buddha gave the very best tool for that. So we trying to use that tool while we practicing, we recognizing, and we learn how to use that tool. What is that tool? The tool is recognizing the change. Once you know anything, how it change, you're going to change the idea regarding whatever about it. You're going to change the view that what you have regarding, once you know the change. But the thing is, if you don't see the change, that is where you're going to have certain idea regarding or thoughts regarding it. And then whatever the feelings arise with that, the feelings always related with that ideas. And then when again and again it going to become, then it become emotion. So then the meditation is recognizing that, sharpening that your understanding to use the change. How you can use this change, how it's a kind of like ingredients. And it's like when you cook to get a certain taste, and sometimes if it is little bit sour, you add sugar, salt. And sometimes if it is not with the right taste, you add some ingredients. So once you add that ingredients, the taste going to change. So like that, this wisdom of understanding of change is something like that. So whatever the experience, whatever the ideas come to you regarding any kind of feelings, once you able to experience with adding the ingredients of change, your understanding regarding that, mean your feelings regarding that whatever the experience going to become different. That doesn't mean you're not going to get it. No, you get it, but it's completely become different inside. Then when what is happening, your emotions current start to change. Because the thing is this, when you have an idea regarding some feelings, and then with that idea, when you go to feelings, when the emotions arise, once you have the emotions, that in that very moment, it shut down your inner connection with the understanding. When people in emotions level, the mind shut down. See that your feelings, you had the connection with the ideas, and because of the ideas, the feelings start to accelerate. And once the feelings accelerate, it start to give birth to emotions. Once the emotions arise, very first thing it does, it attacks its own mind. That means it disconnects the power of the idea. And then now you have the feelings and you have the emotions, but you disconnect from the feeling, the ideas. And then once it go like that way, you become out of control. It can happen even for the good, it can happen even for the bad. It doesn't matter it happened for the good or bad, this mechanism is not good. So then the important thing is when the power of the change, understanding change is this. When you able to have an idea with inherent with the change, so whatever the feelings, because that is the bridge that we have with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body and mind. There is nothing else. So whatever the feelings arise with eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, and there is eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, mind consciousness arise. That consciousness arise with the interconnection with the ideas that you have regarding it. So now in the very beginning point, from the birth of the feeling, you put the idea change. And then what is happening? The emotions going to become slow down. Emotions become slow down. When the emotions level slow down, what is happening? Your conscious level become more higher, higher, higher. So then you have the feelings with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, and then in that moment you have no emotions. And that is where clearly you start to experience all the feelings with your mind without any disturb. And when you experience it very clearly without any disturb from the emotions, and then you recognize it more and more and more clearly. When you are able to experience that level, it will help you to go beyond this conventional level, because then the attitude regarding that in ordinary life you're going to change. Because this ordinary life we have that when it comes to first noble truth, and in that truth dukkha, it's when it comes to Western world we use the call suffering. In this kind of like a suffering is kind of like a, heavy word. It has a huge meaning. But just for an ordinary person, sometimes when you hear suffering, and sometimes people afraid for that, even just for the word. So, but if you able to recognize the change, and like sometimes we get lost with the very small parts, and we not able to recognize the entire picture. But if you able to see the whole picture, sometimes you see this how everything change. As example, it like this: if you able to from birth to today, your entire journey, if you able to see this whole picture, you're going to get an idea regarding that how this change. And sometimes we need the small parts to understand things, but at the same time, if you able to get the whole picture at once, and that also give a huge, in fact, to understand the very nature of this everything. So that is a method that in Buddha's teaching, even though we learn part by part, if you able to see the whole picture at once, and it will give some wisdom to understand how we are part of this whole picture. So then in ordinary life, when it comes to this change or the unsatisfactory nature, so from birth to, so whatever all the events happen in this life until the death, there is no any moment that we can claim as ours, or there is no moment to settle down. Conventionally, of course, we have a life. Of course, we have moments to enjoy, but it is a surface level of experience. It like in the ocean or in the river, sometimes it is in lakes. And sometimes you see that when the wind comes and the water, it's create a kind of like a very little waves. But when you see from the far, you see the lake, and you cannot see to which direction these waves go. You see the waves, but you don't recognize to which way it goes. The same kind of, when we are in day-to-day life, we have moments to experience, to enjoy, but we cannot see what is inherent, into which direction it takes us. So it like this, it's like onion. When you start to feel layer by layer, and in the moment you have something as whole, you have, but once you start to feel it layer by layer, what is happening? It's going to end with nothing. And banana tree, and once you start to take out layer by layer, and in the middle, there is nothing. So our life the same, even though we experience there's something like this, there is nothing permanent. That is what you have to understand. That is the ingredients that you have to add when you come to experience. So when you have idea regarding the life, add that ingredients to the bottom, or to the foundation of your experience with whatever, with eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Experience anything knowingly, it's going to change. Then you're going to be safe. Why? Because when it is changed, you know. And mostly the pleasant things, unpleasant things, somehow we try to get out of it. But most dangerous part with the pleasant things. That is where people go to do bad things in the world, because they get hurt. Why they get hurt? Not because of the unpleasant mainly. When they detach from the pleasant, it hurt them. So then in day-to-day life, whatever you like, even little small things, even your garment, your socks, even your cup or the plate, your chair, your bed, your jewelries, anything, what you like, and add the ingredients change. Don't get into anything without adding the ingredients change. Why? Because you're going to get hurt. The best painkiller in your journey that you carry. So like when you go somewhere, sometimes when you go hike, you have the painkiller spray sometimes. And when you go traveling, you have little medicine packed to yourself, first aid pack to yourself to keep in case something happen. So like that, you have a little toolbox. It's kind of like a Swiss knife. Wherever you go with it, and you can do a lot of activities with that. So in the sansaric journey, the best Swiss knife that you can carry, change, keep it with you, experience anything. Because this life you get, this is a very beautiful life, this eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. And we in the sansaric journey as human being, we came to this place as the result of the certain merits that you have done. If we born in animal world, or the lower realm or lower existence, we cannot experience this anything. And this is one of the best place that you can experience this everything in this universe. So then experience it, but keep the ingredient next to that, whatever the feelings change. Then you're not going to get hurt. Then you're not going to caught up with the emotions. So that way, in wherever you go, whatever you do, and in the conventional level, you're going to have a very comfortable life. When you have the ingredients of the change, and when you have the understanding regarding the change while you experience it, then there is no power to emotions to overtake your consciousness. Then there is no way the attachment going to happen with the moment. This attachment, it's like the emotions, it's like a Velcro. Whatever it come, it hold. It's like that the glue. So it brings the feelings bring the glue. So that feelings create that emotions that. So then when you have the change experience, that whatever the change that you experience, and if you keep it to next, and even as an idea, if you keep it with that, and then you see whatever, wherever you experience anything, you're not going to stuck with it. You're not going to attach to that. So even for your children, friends and family members, when you tell them, sometimes you encourage them to go towards the happiness, go towards the joy. But if you don't give the wisdom of the change, and they're going to become miserable, disappointed, unhappy, sad, worry. Why? Because you put them to enjoy, but when the joy disappears and they don't understand what to do, then they go crazy. So then remember, nothing wrong with the life, nothing wrong with the world, nothing wrong with the enjoying things. But only thing is, if you enjoy, if you have idea, if you have attitude regarding this conventional life without knowing what is changed, that is wrong. Why it is wrong? Because it's going to end you with the struggle, suffering, unhappy, unsatisfaction. And that is not only for you then, it's going to go to other people around you also. Because once you start to suffer, remember sometimes more than you, your parents start to think about you and they're going to become worried. Your husband, wife going to worry about you, and sometimes your children start to become worried more than you. So then it is your responsibility to take care of yourself. So that's why in the samsaric journey, wherever you go, and remember to keep this Swiss knife. What is that? Change. With that, don't worry about the life. So you're not going to get stuck anywhere. Whenever you're stuck, you add the ingredients, change, and you're able to come out of any situation. So with that, sometimes in our life, we have moments to take decisions. When that kind of moments come, always remember to sacrifice yourself for a higher purpose. And I came with this beautiful character. This one of the Tibet king, that this king used to live in 11th century, and one time there was a very famous scholar, Tibet monk, Atisha. So this Atisha was teaching, and then this Tibet king heard about it, and then he sent a message to this monk to come to Tibet and spread the teachings in the Tibet. And then the monk, in that time he was a little bit old, and he told, I cannot go during this time because it is a very difficult journey, go to Tibet. So then this king thought to come and meet this monk personally, and then take the teachings to Tibet. So what this king did, and he gave everything to his son, and he left the palace and go and meet this monk. On the way, what happened? This monk, this king, captured by some thieves with another king, and then asked Rampage that to the weight of the king's body, they asking the gold from his son, because his son was the king now in that Tibet. So what this son did, he start to go around the country and start to collect gold from people to save his father on behalf of the entire kingdom. He went around all the kingdom and found little by little gold to the same weight to the king's body. And then somehow he was ready to pay the price for the king and save the king. Now gold belonged to whole country, and the king, the son gave the message to the thieves and told, I am ready to pay the gold and take the king. And the king understood this gold is belong to this whole country. Why I have to to go back to my country, and what I can do for my country, just leave myself and do something. But it is better spending that all the gold if I can do something more and bring the light to the entire Tibet. So then what the king told? King sent a message to his son telling, don't bring this gold. Let me die here. And use this gold and establish the Buddhism in the country with the help of Asita, the monk who used to teach the Buddhism. And then the son got the message and he was so sad because he did everything for his father. And the now father giving offer himself, and I will die here. Don't bring this all the gold, because this all the gold belong to this all the innocent people in the country. So let me sacrifice myself and use this all the gold to the country and establish the Buddhism. And following the father's advice, the son spent that all the money. It is a huge amount of money during that time. And then he used that all the money, established the Tibet Buddhism in that area. And as a result of that, what happened? By the thieves, they beheaded the king and he died there. But still today, we have this beautiful Tibet Buddhism because of that sacrifice. And look, when there is a time come for us sometimes to select something for me or for others. And so yourself, you have to always think. In day-to-day life, you have opportunity to do some little sacrifice sometimes. And if you do it with the good heart, and that result going to be in the world forever sometimes. And it can bring the light to a lot of people around the world. So look today, and this Tibet beautiful, this Buddhism all around the world, everywhere, a lot of people, and finding their inner freedom and establishing their beautiful life and experience this Dharma. But if that day, if that king thought about himself and start to offer that all the gold to the thieves and escape from that, maybe even today we don't know who is that and what is this all. So you also have the same kind of opportunities in your life. If you able to develop that kind of attitude in your life, it is a bigger sacrifice, but it come out of the little sacrifice. If you able to do in day-to-day life, there is opportunity come you to make it bigger and do a bigger sacrifice. So that way you also have opportunity to change the timeline, change the world in a different way. So with that, I bless upon with this good practice to all of you. Be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ittavata cha me sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta numodantu Sabba sampatti siddhya idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.